they did.
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg. I think they have waited 31 years. Welcome back to the contest after 31 years.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, you're right now calling into me, Ring Dallin, and today we are checking out the brand new entry in the Eurovision Song Contest. The first entry in over 3 decades from Luxembourg. Now, before their national final, I had Drowning in the Rain by Krick as my favorite, and I mentioned a couple of songs where I was like, okay, this I want to see them send, this I want to see them send. I forgot to talk about this song because it didn't really stick out to me when I listened to them as a national selection. But Tali and her song Fighter has gone to Eurovision. It has won the national selection. So let's see how the staging was. Okay. Oh. This is a cool way to start. Maybe they cut a bit too soon from that shot. But a cool start. And she sounds great. What is he doing there? Okay, a bit strange, but oh, cool! That's a cool way to transition. It's a lot of vocals. Maybe someone should help her out also on stage, but she sounds great. Just sometimes it's hectic. This is a cool shot. It's cool. Their attires also look great. It's a great aesthetic. And she's like... And she keeps the eye contact throughout. She knows where the camera is, and she knows how to work it. And the transition is so good. I love the choreography. It's really cool. And a great transition there. Now this will be solved for Eurovision because you can't be that many on stage, but it's a bit crowded, so... What a cool backdrop. Again, the camera work is a bit weird. But that happens. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. They're selling the song in such a great way. This is something that can qualify. This is something they can be proud of. Okay? Oh, it's more. Okay. It's that was cool. That was cool. It's a long ending. So maybe it feels a bit dragged out there, especially when there's so much she has to say. There's so much in the song where it becomes very hectic. And she may need, some rest there to be able to breathe. She sounds great, and she is able to make this song even better live. Like, this was a song that I found a bit forgettable in the national selection just listening to studio cuts, but here they sold the song really well. There's a great aesthetic here with all the dancers and herself with their costume, with the letter. It is the power, it's the control. It's really cool to see her like owning the stage. She constantly has contact with the viewer when the camera shots are done correctly. Things like that happen. It's live TV. It seemed like because there was confetti on the ground that this was the winning performance also. So when the camera is where it's supposed to be, she is able to sell the performance and her song through her eyes, through her voice. She has a great charisma to her, and she seems to be someone who has been a lot on stage. She seemed natural in this setting and was able to really deliver a strong performance of a song that I don't really think is that strong. I do see the organizers of Eurovision putting this in a strong position since it is a returning country. They really want to see Luxembourg in the final. And I think with some help from the producers, it can be. I think we all want to see Luxembourg succeed, right? It would be great for them to come back and get a good result. I don't think this is a song that will, however, get a super strong result, but it's something that can come to the final. I think that's the biggest mission this year, is get to the final, because you don't want to come back being one of the biggest powerhouses of Eurovision, and after 3 decades, your comeback ends in not qualifying, right? I think this is cool. It also adds into what I talked about in my video about the national selection in Luxembourg, where this is more the style I was looking for them to send. I think Drowning in the Rain would have been awesome, but it also feels a bit calculated, right? It feels like something that's very popular already in Eurovision, and it feels like, okay, you're coming back with something that sounds like, you know, every other country. Not saying that this is super original in the way it's structured or the type of song that it is, but it is definitely something that's more of a, you can do the narrative like, oh, they're fighting to get to the final. It becomes more lighthearted, becomes more colorful, and it becomes more of a comeback entry than a, we've seen what works and we're strategic in what we're doing now. Tali is the highlight of this performance. She is great at engaging with the viewers at home in terms of her camera work. She delivers the song in a beautiful manner, and yeah, she's able to really deliver. It's cool. There's a lot of cool elements with the staging. I really, for example, love the opening here, where you're like, you know, playing the song with your hands, and it's a cool choreography. But it's still something where I'm like, except for that, you can pretty much change most of this. The most important thing is you have this great artist in Tali who can deliver the song, and you have a song that's fitting for a Eurovision comeback. So it will be interesting to see what the rest of the field is bringing to the semi-final, and if the field will be, you know, kind of hindering this song in making it to the final during Luxembourg's big comeback to the contest. But that's what I think. What do you think? Let me know. And as always, have a great day, a great life, and please remember, take care of yourself and each other.